Good morning, students. Today, while continuing with the lesson electricity, we are going to learn how parallel combination works and we are going to derive the relation for equivalent resistance. And also, along with this, we are going to solve a numerical related to this particular topic. This is part number 5 of the lesson. In the last session, we had learned Ohm's law. Then we had also learned what are the different types of system of resistors, and we had learned series combination. What does series combination mean and what is equivalent resistance, how to derive it, that we had learned. To talk about series combination, when resistors are connected end to end like this, R1, R2, R3, end to end they are connected, then it becomes series combination. The equivalent resistance in case of series combination is R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, and this we had derived in the earlier session. Now we are going to start with our today's topic of discussion, which is parallel combination. So what is parallel combination? When all the resistors are connected together between 2 points, then it is called parallel combination. So no matter how many resistors are there, if they are connected between 2 points, then that becomes parallel combination. For example, in this case there are 3 resistors R1, R2, R3, and all the 3 are connected between 2 points X and Y. So this is parallel combination. Now it's a time to derive the equivalent resistance, and while deriving we have to consider few things. In case of parallel combination, it is observed that the total current is equal to sum of separate currents through each branch of combination. So if there are 3 resistors, 3 different amount of currents are going to flow through these resistors. Now this can be compared with a river and its tributaries. Okay, like in this case, for example, there is a water flowing from this main river and then there are 3 tributaries. Now after river flows, it combines together again at this point called Y. So depending upon the tributaries, the quantity of water flowing through that tributaries will be different. Similarly, depending upon the resistors, the amount of current flowing through them will be different. So that's why total current is equal to sum of all the currents flowing through these 3 resistors. So what is I? If I is a total current, then it is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. What is I1? Current flowing through resistor R1. What is I2? Current flowing through resistor R2. And what is I3? Current flowing through resistor R3. Okay, so total current is sum of all these 3 currents. Let this be equation 1. Now Rp, we consider it as equivalent resistance of a parallel combination. So total resistance of these 3 resistors, we consider it as Rp. By applying Ohm's law to the parallel combination, we can say that I is equal to V upon Rp. From where did this relation came? It came from Ohm's law. What does Ohm's law state? R, that is resistance, is equal to V upon I. If R is equal to V upon I, then I will be equal to V upon Rp. We have used here simple algebra. Let this be equation 2. Now applying Ohm's law to each resistor, we will get similar relations like this one, but here I1 will be V upon R1. Right? I1 is what? Current flowing through resistor R1. Similarly, I2 will be equal to V upon R2 and I3 will be V upon R3. Let this be equation 3. We have to remember these relations because we are going to use them in our derivation. Let us move on to the next point. Combining equations 1 to 3, if we combine them, we will get, instead of I can write V upon Rp. Instead of I1, I can write V upon R1. Instead of I2, I can write V upon R2. And I3, I can write V upon R3. So V upon Rp is equal to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. Now students, if you observe this relation carefully, you will see that V is common on both the sides, left hand side as well as right hand side. So we can cancel these terms because they are like terms. Then we will get our final relation, which is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Okay, what did we do? We cancel like terms, we cancelled same terms. तो यहाँ से हमने v cancel किया है. Why? Because they are common on both the sides. Okay, so in this way we get our final relation, which is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Thus we may conclude that the reciprocal of equivalent resistance of a group of resistances joined in parallel is equal to sum of reciprocals of the individual resistance. Okay, so in series combination it was direct summation, direct addition, whereas here it is sum of reciprocals of the individual resistance. So that is difference between series and parallel combination. Now it's time to solve a problem. So this is a diagram and this is a problem over here. Let us read the problem. In a circuit diagram given in the figure, suppose the resistors R1, R2 and R3 have the values 5 ohms, 10 ohms and 30 ohms respectively, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volts. Calculate the current through each resistor, and then you have to find total current in the circuit, and finally you have to find total circuit resistance. Okay, now while solving this problem, first of all you have to write all the information that is given. So we have been given values of resistors. So R1 is 5 ohms, R2 is 10 ohms and R3 is 30 ohms. Potential difference is also given, which is 12 volts. This is also a potential difference across each individual resistor. That's basically happens with parallel combination. Here voltage is same across 2 points. So to calculate the current, we can use Ohm's law. I1 is equal to V upon R1. So what is I1? V is given, R1 is given. You have to simply divide 12 volts by 5 ohms. Then you will get current flowing through R1, which is 2.4 amperes. Similarly, you can find other currents also, like I2 will be equal to V upon R2. So 12 volts divided by 10 ohms will be 1.2 ampere. Then you will find I3, which is 12 volts divided by 30 ohms, which you will get as 0.4 amperes. Now you know how to find total current. You have to simply add all the three currents. So 2.4 plus 1.2 plus 0.4, this will give you 4 amperes. So total current flowing through this circuit is 4 amperes. Students, I hope you understood what I tried to teach you. But even then, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And before closing this session, let us see what you can do at home. So you can try out this question. Derive relation for parallel combination of resistors. We have already derived it. You have to simply refer that derivation and you can write it then. And then there is second problem. In the circuit diagram given in the figure of parallel combination that I had already shown, suppose there are three resistors R1, R2, R3 which have values 10 ohms, 15 ohms and 30. Students, I hope you understood what I tried to teach you. But even then, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And before closing this session, let us see what you can do at home. So you can try out this question. Derive relation for parallel combination of resistors. We have already derived it. You have to simply refer that derivation and you can write it then. And then there is second problem. In the circuit diagram given in the figure of parallel combination that I had already shown, suppose there are three resistors R1, R2, R3 which have values 10 ohms, 15 ohms and 30 ohms. And they are connected to a battery of 18 volts. You have to calculate current through each resistor. Then you have to find total current and then total circuit resistance. This problem is similar to what we had solved just now. Okay, only numbers are different. So this is a practice of that problem. Okay, only numbers have been changed. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session, and as I said earlier, if you have any doubt, feel free to ask. You can put your comments in comment box. See you in next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.